Welcome.
Hey guys, Jason here with Bounce Water Inflatable Sails. We're gonna roll the 15-footer. We just did a video and put it on our Facebook page, but we get a lot of questions about how to roll, and everybody does it slightly different. But we're gonna go ahead and roll this unit here, show you how we do it. We like to have it about head high. It keeps the dolly from being front heavy, saves you a little storage in your trailer, also in your storage facility. So essentially, as the unit's a big, kind of square, rectangle type unit, right? So we just got to keep everything together. So basically, the back of the unit we pull forward. So the back of the unit, which is normally falls back here, we're going to pull all this material to the front. All you're really doing, if you think about it, is you're just trying to leverage material. Spread it out, just like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You're trying to leverage material. So we're going to pull this out, get this palm tree out. This is the back top of our slide. We look pretty leveraged. Everything I build, as I explained to you in water slides, unlike most companies because they won't spend the money to make the unit look as good as I do, everything I build is going to have the stabilizer pads on it. They look great, they add a little bit of weight, and they make it a tick tougher to roll, but not too big a deal. You just fold them in like such. If you have your water hose and you leave it on the unit, strapped across the front as I tell you guys, just wrap your water hose, just kind of wind it down through the unit. Roll it up in the unit. Don't take it out every time. It's too much work, right? So we're gonna come over here. Now we're gonna make this kind of compress it. With any unit, you're gonna pull the pool back to where it becomes square, okay? You can see if you come around here, Chris, what I mean is where it becomes square is you're gonna see this here. See here, now I know the pool is laid over, and as you can see, the square shape starting to come together here now. So you always want to roll stair side first, okay? So you're gonna fold it over stair side first, and you wanna make sure the stairs are completely flat when you walk it. If the stairs are edged up on you like this and you go to roll it, it's gonna really make your roll uneven and be very tough to do. So when you come over to the stair side, we're gonna go halfway over on this side. Not like that.
That's about as much as I can with the stairs. Good.
So what we're feeling for as I walk it now, and we got the tube, we got a drain tube on our unit here, a drain or air outlet there. So what I'm feeling for is the stair sticking more vertically now. And if I notice that they're flat and they feel pretty good, it puts me in a good spot for rolling. See, I'm pushing them stairs down. You'll know it because it'll come up through here. You'll see a kind of a stair just sticking up through the vinyl. Press up against it. There's a stair right there. So we got those good and flat. Here's the air vents. You can open up, help push air out. Get it good and flat, go to the other side. So in theory, you could take this side and wrap it all the way over. But the problem with that is, easier to stand up on its end because it's only gonna be this tall. Takes up a lot more space, makes the dolly extremely front heavy, okay? We choose not to do that. The downside to the way we do it is if there's any dirt here, as we bring this material over on top of it, it gets the material a little bit dirty. Pick your poison, it's up to you how you like to dolly your units. So we're just gonna take this side, roughly smush it halfway, back it off here just a little bit. Have a gentleman walk it like such. Pull it back this way a little bit. Like such. So we roll back to front. We don't roll pull to back. Two reasons. You see this hump right here? When you get into a bigger unit, this mass is going to be much more, right? So my thought is, if I have to roll from way out there to get to the mass, I've made it twice as hard. But if I start my roll and get over this hump, it's downhill from there. So we roll back to front. Downside is you got to know about how big the unit is because you got to set it up and push it back. So, the good part of that is if there is any water in it, anything like that, you're pushing it right out of the front. So we'll set our straps, don't forget that. Pull it back, he'll set the straps. you start your roll, kind of pull it to you and really get a good bit of bite right here, because it's really going to tell you how loose things are going to get and where things are going to go. So you keep it tight through here. On the bigger units, you're going to get to a point where really staying down here and trying to roll it gets really tough. This one you can do it, but on the bigger ones, this mounds up a little bit more, and here's how you'd approach that. So if you push that down, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get under the unit and lift up and smush straight down. Do it one more time, under the unit, smush straight down. Last one, under the unit, pull the cover in, smush straight down, and then off you go. But, about like that. Take the strap from the other side. So you can see that roll is pretty uniform. You don't see a lot of gap in here. You don't see a ton of slop everywhere. It becomes a really good roll. And when he straps it up, we'll stand it up. This one, being a 15-footer, will probably come right up about my chest, I would think. We'll see. And I hit it dead on, right about my chest, right here, right? So now, getting it back on the dolly will be relatively easy, and it'll sit on the dolly properly, because if you get it down here, too much weight sits at the front of the dolly. If you get it too tall and you have an enclosed trailer, it's not going in there. So keep that in mind if you have an enclosed. And too tall pushes you away from your dolly so much you can't handle it. So knowing that when you fold it on the ground, when you make those folds on the ground, the width it is before you start rolling is the length it's going to be when you stand it up. So if you do the math on that, that'll help you with rolling it. If you have any questions with rolling any of our units, feel free to reach out to us. Chris, Blaine, Dylan, myself, we'll be happy to help in any way we can. Thanks so much for your business. We'll be talking to you guys soon.